Hey guys, it's me, Robyn. Welcome back to my channel. Look, I have a tiny fever blister, and I hate it when I get it. Whenever my body's run down, I get a fever blister and it ends up coming in horns, so I do apologize. This video is going to be me showing you how I made, well, I won't show you how, I'll tell you how I made this flower crown, which was featured in my outfit reveal. This video was actually done before that, and in my excitement of my birthday to upload the other one, I went and deleted it, and then I realized it wasn't even finished downloading to my externals. So that was a fail on my part. So this is how I made this flower crown. It looks in a bit of better shape than it did actually. This is because I actually wore it on Friday for my birthday. So this is what it looks like on. There's a much better effect with the long hair. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'm actually just going to put it on just to show you quickly what it looks like on. See, so very pretty, very avant-garde, it was so suitable for the occasion because it was Halloween. So I was quite happy with it. So this is how I made it. The back as well as the front of this crown was made with a cereal box, which is actually quite nice because the cereal box, this is what it looks like once you open it up. It's really cool because you can shape it, right around your whole head if you wanted to do an entire crown with all these flowers on it. But what I did, I just cut out a shape, and then I repeated the same shape cut out and glued the two pieces together with the plain cardboard facing out. So at least when I got to the part where I did the spray paint, if there was going to be a little bit of show up of the crown's backing, that I wouldn't be bothered because the brown with the brown with the gold from the spray paint wouldn't have looked that bad. So before I glued it down, I fed through, this is what the ribbon looked like before I cut it. So I took the two pieces of the board cut to my desired shape. I then glued with this glue. This is the Bostik clear all-purpose abrasive. I glued the ribbon, so I put a generous amount of glue on the ribbon, stuck that on top of the first cut out. Once that was dry, took the second cut out, added a generous amount of glue, all over, stuck that down and put some books on top of it to give it a bit of weight so that all of that glue could get squashed and spread out on the two pieces. When that was done, I then took, these are actually cable ties that I then glued down. I cut the little square part off, glued it so that it made a little bit of a shape, and then I added the flowers. Now these flowers are artificial flowers, okay? Once they've got a bit of spray paint on them, they do get a bit crusty. You can hear by the sound of it, but it actually works really, really well. So this is what this flower in particular on the crown looked like before, and then that was it after. Now, because most of the artificial flowers, because they're on a stem, have these green backings to hold everything together, I removed the back and the centerpiece flower. I removed that, and you'll see they actually are all together fanned like so. I then took my glue and I put glue on the board, then the flower, pushed it down, and then between each and every single layer of flower, I then put a blob of glue. So if you're going to be doing this, please make sure you're on a well-ventilated spot because it can get a bit, get a bit crazy with the fumes. So every single time I put down a flower, put a dollop of the glue, put another one down, all the way until I was finished. And then I actually took the spray paint and I used that to put some weight on it. And when that was dry, I then put, because I didn't want to replace the little blommetjie that I took off back onto the flower because of this little sticky part that's sticking out there, I then used these diamantes that I got from a craft shop, took those out, also used the glue to stick that on, took the spray paint for that to hold its weight, and when it was dry and everything was stuck on, I then spray painted it. Over here as well, added the leaves, which came off the stem. This is what they looked like before. So if you want to, you could take all the leaves first, stick all of them down onto your piece of cardboard. This was actually a crown. I ended up actually making 5 different cutouts, and then went back to my first one and said, you know what, Robyn, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but at least you tried. Because this was my very first attempt making a crown, and then from these artificial flowers and the spray paint and everything, and I'm super impressed with how it came out. But if you're doing it for the first time and you're worried about the board sticking out or not, maybe not looking as full, you can take all of your... See, so this is what it would look like once the board is on there. This was just done with paper. The ribbon's nice and stuck in there. I mean, it's going nowhere. So it really helps to use this glue, a cardboard and a cardboard at the back. And then you can glue your leaves all the way over the whole thing. And then you can add your flowers on. So if the leaf sticks out, yeah, it's perfectly fine, because when you put your crown on, it will give it a little bit of more extra personality, if you know what I mean. Then these were also leaves from the fake flowers that I also glued on there also. So this was first, then these, then the leaves. I also used the leaves here. Then the fake flowers individually per petal layer. Then that was the diamante. And then when everything was completely dry and I could move this without anything falling off. I mean, this is... Once it's glued on you can do what you like to it. I mean, then I took... yeah, and especially with the way I carry on and the way I did carry on my birthday, dancing with this crowd on. I was headbanging and not one pedal shifted. So I did a good job, me. And then what you're going to take is your spray paint, which you can pick up at any hardware store in the color of your choice. This is the only spray paint that I had on hand, and this is the only stuff I had on hand. I wasn't going to go spend money unnecessarily. So use what you got, and if you want to buy a different color and you want to make it all different colors, then you can do that. However, because I've glued everything all together and I used one color spray paint, if you are wanting to go for more of like a, you know, pastel color and you want your flowers to be different, you're going to have to then spray paint your flowers individually to the color you choose and then glue it on, because this was just easier doing one color. So with the leaves, with the petals, with the cable ties, even the glue that fell out, well, it got, because obviously I was putting a lot of weight on it to try and keep it all molded together. The glue also got all spray painted. So once it's on and everything, you can barely even notice it. I sprayed the back as well with glue. With spray paint. I did actually land up getting some spray paint on the ribbon as well. And then I actually just spray painted the entire thing. It does feel a little bit hard, like it's been dipped in starch or something. But it still went quite smoothly around the head. It didn't crack. The color still held. So I was actually quite happy about that. So that is how I made my crown. So all you'll need is a box, some glue, some spray paint, some artificial flowers, and some little stones if you want to. And if you don't want to do this as an alternative, you can add the little blommetjies pip back in, and you can spray paint that. And when it's 100% dry, you can then see. This is going nowhere. This is glued on ya fast. But I was so impressed with how this came out, that I am very tempted to do an entire crown right around with the same method. And what I'll do is, when I do that, I will do it start to finish, from me cutting out the box to the spray painting to the gluing to everything in between, so that you guys can have a proper look. But this is basically the crown and everything I used to make it. So sorry, it feels like I've rushed through this video, but I'm not feeling very well with my leg. And I'm actually very disappointed with myself that the original video I did delete. And now I've got a feet up, blister on with it. So it feels like everything's going a little bit awry. But it's fine. I had a great birthday, sidebar. I had heaps of fun. I had a beautiful cake. So if you haven't seen me reveal the cake, check out. It's my birthday outfit reveal. And number 4, part 4. And then this is part 3. So this should have been actually before that. But I went and deleted it. But anyway, you win some and you lose some. So thank you so much for watching. Click subscribe and like this video. And then I will do another one soon. Until next time, guys. Have a good day. Bye.